Hello, my name is Zap. This is Star Trek Armada 2 Fleet Operations, and this is a 1v1 of the Winter Tournament 2K18 between ShadoWdeGrey and Old Time Pro, abbreviated OTP. The map is Blue Skies, and this is the second game between these two players in the second round of this tournament. They have already faced off against each other twice now. We've just played 2 games. The first game did unfortunately... OTP had to drop out because he had connection problems. The second game, OTP won, keeping up the Borg pressure in the other game against Shadow, who was also playing Klingons that game. Building scoops, building probes, rushing, keeping the pressure up. Shadow tried to counter this with many repair yards, but unfortunately the DPS from the Borg was just too much to get his ships to cycle. Now again, though, we see Shadow trying something different. He's going for field research immediately, which leads me to believe that he's going to plop down a heavy weapons platform, the Klingon turret, at his expansion right about here, as soon as possible. Perhaps he's even going to put them at his main moons. That would be an option. But he's not wasting any time. He's going immediately for the research, skipping the yard first. Right away, he needs to get this thing up as soon as possible before the Borg get out any kind of scoop, any kind of probe, anything that can shoot a constructor that is trying to get a turret up. Yeah, looks like he's moving towards the expansion. OTP sees this. They've played the first game together where Shadow had tried a similar thing. He had put a heavy weapons platform at his expansion on this map, very in the spot between these two moons, and OTP had no real way to counter this with his early game rush. And it looks like Shadow has decided this is the way to go after losing the second game where he didn't build one of these turrets. And so the rush for the platform it is. The second constructor is just getting his economy up. He's not researching anything here. Nodes 1 should probably already finished, yeah. Scoop should go up soon-ish. He really needs it if he wants to prevent this constructor from building this turret. Is it gonna be in time? Probably not. Probably not. With probes coming out, as is usual, 2 probes to start. But still, the constructor will take a minute or so to build the turret. Oh, he's turned around. He's building a field yard. A field yard is not a turret. Does he? He definitely has the money to build a turret. It costs him like 800, 400, I believe. OTP sees this. Now, against the first 2 ships, a field yard will be able to cycle this. But if he wants to build a field yard, which builds fairly quickly to his advantage, but if he wants to build a field yard first and then the turret, he might have trouble with getting his constructor out alive, even if there's a field yard right next to it. Yeah, looks like he's going forward, decelerating and building a heavy weapons platform. 90 seconds build time. 97 seconds. This is going to be a while. These ships are already underway. This is an intercept cube built for damage. This is a probe built for adding more damage to this cube, because the cube alone is not enough. And they're going to go here, they're going to attack this shore, and they're going to try to prevent a weapons platform from going up, which they are... may or may not succeed. These things have a decent chunk of hit points, but a minute of time is a lot of time. Even if it lives, even if the turret goes up, the constructor, after being battered for a while, going back into the yard is doubtable. There we go. Shots are being fired. If he really wanted to, he could add the DPS of the scout too. I like to do that in the early game as a Borg. Or if it really matters. Oh, it looks like he has given an attack order or something. Oh, the constructor's in Hull. It's not going to make it. 25 seconds. It's not going to make it. He's trying to defend with the scout, but I think no. He's cancelled construction, he's not lost the money of it. But this is it. The turret is not going up. Building the field yard took too much time. I assume he was trying to give the constructor a place to repair after he built the turret, but no, it's too late. It's too late to apologize. Now at this disadvantage, you see a miner going down. This Chor is not going to be able to sit here and tank for 97 seconds. Well, it's going to put up another turret. Does Shadow have any ships? No, he doesn't even have an expansion at his base yard. This is the only one, and it's just started constructing a Katinga. I think gambling on building this field yard really took it away from him. OTP is simulating a Cloaky Scout just because he can. Yeah. I think we saw the play of the game right here, and the Borg winning. They're going to be able to keep up the pressure against anything the Klingons will try to put out. More ships are on the way and being built all the time. As Shadow just doesn't have anything. All his hopes were resting on that heavy weapons platform. We saw him have a lot of success with that in the first game that didn't count because of connection problems. But no. It was not meant to be this time. OTP knew that he was going to do this. I think if he had not built the field yard, it would have worked pretty well. He might still have been able to kill the constructor afterwards, with the turret done. But he would have had to take a lot of damage from the turret after it was built in the process to finish killing the constructor. But even if it's just 25 seconds or so that the field yard takes to build, flying here and then back down again, and building the damn thing itself just took too much time. He's shooting at the yard expansion. Just less hit points. He started construction on Suzas at his main, but I'm afraid they're not going to be enough. Interesting decision though to go for Suzas. I mean, the game is practically over, and it's not going to matter much whatever he builds, but Suzas don't do well against those small anti-small Borg ships. Probes actually count as small size and will take only 60% of all torpedoes fired at it, and the scoops are still medium sized, and 20% of all torpedoes will miss scoops. Oh well, there's nothing saying you can't build a Quebec yard there as well. But we are just here for the explosions. Oh, I think he was trying to build a turret there. Did he? Yeah. He sent a second constructor up as well. This must be a reconstructed constructor, a third con from the yard. Yeah, but no. It was not meant to be for Shadow today. You played well, you fought validly, but your decision to build the field yard there has not paid off, good sir.